one of the things that I really discovered, and it was one of the things that I told my son, Wyatt, who happens to be here. Wyatt, you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here, yeah.
Okay, what are you up to?
Just checking the comments.
Okay, you just check the he just sits here. Here's what you guys don't know, and you never see him. First off, he's always in some kind of, what kind of pants are those?
Sweatpants, I guess.
Okay, hold your leg up. Is this what you had last time?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Let's do this.
Well, get it closer. Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, cool. This is totally what...
I can't even find it. There it is. Oh, anyways, it's Tom and Jerry. But he always wears these, and he looks on his phone to figure out all the comments. But anyways, one of the things that when he went off to college a few years ago, I said to him, I said, listen, here's the thing, Wyatt. I don't know what kind of college you're going to go to. I don't know what kind of academics these people are going to teach you. I don't know what kind of vibe they're going to go. Most colleges are left-leaning, communist propaganda, nonsense, absurdity, anti-America, should be completely devoid of any federal funding. They should have zero donors. They should be implode and be destroyed from the inside out. And all that's left is a shell that can be rebuilt by people who actually love this great nation. That's what it should be. But one of the things I told my son was, buddy, when you go to school, there's so much I can't teach you. I've tried to raise you the best I could. I've tried to give you some thoughts to think about. But at least when you have conversations with people, I said to him, at least always do this. Define your terms. What I meant by that was make sure that when you're having a conversation, that you are both using not the same words, which you might, but the same meaning of the word, because that's all that matters. That's actually all that matters. So what I meant by that was you're not going to be able to have a good conversation. You're going to be talking around each other. Excuse me. You're going to be talking around each other if you think that you're using... Can you go get me some water?
Totally, yeah.
Real quick. I seem to have gotten something... Excuse me, folks. I seem to have got something lodged in my... I'm telling you stuff that I'm sitting around, what do you call it? Dust from the drywall. Drywall dust, by the way, it's like mustard gas. It's ridiculous. It kills everywhere. It exists everywhere. It kills you. Anyways, one of the things that I told my son was, always look at your words, make sure that you guys are defining them properly. And in just a minute, I'm going to give you an example of that I think you're going to find interesting. But one of the things that I discovered as I began to perform more and more often, as I began to get more into churches, as I began to go more, thank you, Wyatt, as I got more into conservative events. And I've got one coming up. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Hang on, guys.
The riveting commentary that these people are looking for.
Oh my goodness. Well, what are you going to do? I got some drywall up my nose.
Well,
But
maybe stop smelling the drywall.
I've got to quit. I got to keep my nose off the wall. Truth. When I first started doing this comedy, and I started working in the churches, and I started attacking political correctness, and this is back in the 90s, guys. I saw this coming for a long time. My first show that got known was called Put a Helmet On. And that had me talking about political correctness and how we're losing our freedoms and we can't say Merry Christmas. Again, this is 19 years ago. I was talking about these ideas. But one of the things that I always believed, and you guys did too, I think, about America was this. We're going to have differences of opinion. We're going to disagree. But at a minimum, at least we can always go back to the rule book. That's what the Constitution was, the rule book. What were things supposed to be like when we started this nation? Because that's really all that matters. That's the key. What was the rule book so that if we get off track, we can go back to where it started? One thing we could always count on in Western culture was that you could find the truth. You see, if I disagree with you about something, there's nothing wrong with that. That makes for a robust conversation. It's great. Truly, seriously, you guys, A conversation is more interesting when you're having it with somebody that disagrees with you. That's a much more interesting conversation. It's the conversation the left doesn't let you have. They cannot handle somebody disagreeing with them. And so they've gone beyond just simply saying, I don't like you to disagree with me, or I would prefer you not disagree with me. I forbid you to disagree with me. This is totalitarianism, which is what they call you. Why? Because, as I've already told you, leftism is institutionalized narcissism. If you want to know what a leftist is actually like, what their actual character is, I've told you this, just simply see what they're accusing others of, and I guarantee you that's who they are. If they are saying that you're intolerant, it's because they are. If it's because they call you a racist, it's because they're a racist. If it's because they think they're phobic, it's because they're phobic. Trust me, they always call you what they are to make it give the appearance that they don't have to justify why they act that way. It doesn't count for them. They literally let themselves off the hook. Now, this is what truth is for. The idea of truth is designed, and I did a joke about this years ago, what I said to people, you Christians aren't supposed to offend people. And I like, oh, well, then you know nothing of my religion. No, we're not allowed to maliciously offend people. Not allowed to think I'm better than you, I'm not. Not allowed to think God likes me more, he doesn't. Not allowed to think I'm superior, I'm not. Trust me, the only reason I'm a Christian, it's the only religion that would have me. Try to join the other guys. Can I join you? No bacon. I'm out. I'm out! What God would deny me a BLT? I'm gone. But if the truth offends you, that's your problem. The truth is supposed to offend you. That's how you know you don't have it. Now, that was an old joke, but it's always done well because people understand what I'm getting at. The truth is supposed to It's supposed to be an acid that melts through the facade, through the armor, through the presuppositions, and cut to the chase, get to the heart of what is real. It's supposed to get to reality. See, we are in a postmodern age. And I used to say that we're postmodern, right? People don't believe in absolutes anymore. They don't believe even in the ideas that has shaped the West as we know it. But then I began to say a number of years ago, I said, it's even worse. We're post-truth now. We're post-truth. We used to at least know that if you have an opinion and I have an opinion and they clash, then all we have to do is find out what is actually true, and the person whose perspective did not line up with the truth will have to alter their perspective, and consequently, we find a consensus, and guess what? We're all growing together into one perspective that is true. Not having the same ideas, not believing the same things necessarily, not having the same tastes, but the truth can't be altered. So if I believe in that truth and you believe in that truth, even though we're coming from different points of view, that truth gives us a stability, a foundation that at least gives us a continuity that we can count on, that we're similar like this, we're equal like this, we're connected like this, we're egalitarian in this. The truth sets us free.